Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM dumpster fire. Today we are reacting to some Young Living reps. One of these reps is a top leader, one of the top leaders in Young Living. It's the lady that has like 10, 11 kids. I don't even know. I've covered her in the past. She says some pretty problematic stuff. And today she's gonna tell us why we should love MLMs. This was sent to me by you guys and it's taken me a while to react to it, but thank you so much. You know who you are. And thank you so much for sending all the Young Living tea to me. This is probably going to be a lengthy video, so let's just get into it. Before we do, don't forget to click that like and subscribe button. That will really help my channel out a lot. Shout out to all my channel members. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. And yeah, let's just get into this. We're going to start off with the two besties talking about the Young Living biz.
Hey everybody, my name is Stephanie.
My name is Lauren.
And we're best friends and we run the business together. I've been in the business for 4 years now.
Almost 3 for me.
Yep, I'm a gold leader.
I'm a silver leader.
We do this business together as best friends and it's such a beautiful thing. And this last 6 months have been absolutely insane just to watch our business grow. As you know, Kona has been going on and it's been such a blessing. And we just wanted to talk a little bit about the highs and the lows of the business and really how to overcome those highs and lows with your team and with yourself and with your family. We think it's really important whenever you're in a hustle mentality with, especially like Kona, that we're focusing on enrollments, we're focusing on getting people and brand partners into our community, but we also need to make sure that we're focusing on really getting our customers taken care of as far as education whenever that slow time starts. So do you want to add anything on?
Yeah, so like as far as Kona goes, we were all in such a hustle to get enrollments, which is kind of the point of the challenge, right? But now that that's over, it's almost like, now what? It's almost like for our team even, we've had, and this could be the case for you, we have a lot of people that have been in this business that entered it in Kona and they don't know how to run their business now that Kona's over. So I think kind of like going back to the basics and like talking about what you do on a daily basis as far as running your business. Now, know that like your upline, your like, you know, your silver, gold, platinum.
This is one of the things that I never understand. Like imagine in a regular job that you have to share with your coworkers your daily tasks every day, all day. I know some people have to do that for like the management purposes. Most of the jobs though, they don't have to report in that kind of way. Maybe you have to report to your boss what are you doing on a daily basis. However, your boss doesn't have to tell you what they're doing on a daily basis because their tasks and responsibilities are obviously a lot different than yours. That's why they're the boss. They have a different position. So they don't have to tell you what they do every day. And then you're hoping that if you do the same tasks that they do every day, you're going to get on their position. You know, it's a little bit, I don't know how I feel about that. Also, if you keep saying the same stuff over and over again to these people, it's going to get boring. No one wants to watch your daily stories about your daily task. It's okay to share it sometimes, I think. But if you're sharing the exact same thing every single day for months and months, people are going to get bored of watching your stories and watching your content.
And I was like, you may not necessarily run it as hard as them, but there's still things that you can do to be consistent on a daily basis to still grow your organization.
Right. And what we found as far as growth in our business, regardless of Kona or not, it's very important to connect with your customers. When we onboard a new customer, we promise them and tell them like, you're going to be part of this community. You're going to get all these things. So all in Kona, we're enrolling, you know, hundreds of people, everybody is, and as far as the team goes, and then all of a sudden, then they get left alone. And so it's very important to communicate with your customers, take care of them, send them a project broadcast, send them an email, send them a text, send them something to make sure that they are taken care of and they know how to use their products. Because we want to make this a sustainable business. We don't want to chase starter kits just to get a starter kit bonus. We want to be able to create that residual income for our families and for our brand partners because this is a family tree and we want to be able to gift people an income by a new customer. But if they end up not ordering because we haven't taken care of them, I think that's super important. So now that Kona is over, we really need to make sure to...
Sometimes people are going to order stuff and then they're going to find something else that they want to order instead. Why is that a concerning thing? Totally natural thing that happens, and whatever you do, whatever you say, in most cases, you're not going to get those people to stay if they found a better product for a more affordable price. Like just this mindset to me is very toxic. I worked in retail for many years, and I know that once someone has made their decision, it's very, very, very hard to change their decision and get them to buy something else.
Really just focus on them and really educate them. So now in these slow months, it's going to be different. I mean, it's going to be so different on being like so slow, but these are the times where you can work on that back office stuff and virtual office and find somebody that you haven't connected with. And that will continue to grow your business and keep you inspired.
And don't think that like not everybody struggles with getting people to continue to order on a monthly basis, because that's a huge struggle even for me. Like I might be good at the enrolling part, but like getting people to reorder is hard. So how do you fix that? Education. Like Stephanie said, send out a weekly tip project broadcast, post content in your Facebook groups. Like that alone can give them, I've had so many customers that have said like, I ordered this because you posted it. So I just think,
Did you really though? If you don't have a big social media account, I find it hard to believe when they say things like that and they don't have a following or anything. I'm just kind of like, Also, what's the story with the recruiting? Why are they focused so much on the recruitment? I wonder. You guys let me know down below in the comments. Why do you think is that?
that's super helpful. And like being able to understand, like Stephanie said, with the highs, it's good when it's high, but it's bad when it's low. And like even for us, like we even struggle with the low times because it makes us feel like, oh, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
But we need to realize that is our time to get organized, talk to customers that we haven't talked to in a long time. Because when your organization gets bigger, trust me, like when I first started and I had 20 customers, it was so easy to talk to everybody and give everybody attention. But when you've got 700 plus for me and even more for her customers in your organization, it makes it extremely hard to talk to everybody. So use those slow months to be like, okay, I'm going to talk to, and this could be something like a task oriented thing. I'm going to talk to 4 customers today and do that like 3 or 4 times a week, just to be able to touch base with different types of people. And that's not just your loyalty people. Those are your zero PV people too.
And teaching your brand partners to do the same thing, because like Lauren said, we have all these customers. That's why our model is the way it is, because ultimately, if let's say Lauren enrolled 700 people in the last 3 years, she cannot physically take care of all of those people as far as education and communication. So teaching your brand partners to really duplicate that and to take care of them, because once those people are strategically placed into their team, they are their customers. Obviously, there's a time and place where like, hey, you don't need to contact them. They're a friend or brother or sister, whatever. But it's really important to educate your brand partners as well. So now is the time that we really focus on education, not only for our customers, but for our brand partners, and have that vision with your brand partners and really trying to figure out like where they're at as far as their life goes, as far as like how fast they want to run. And I just do want to, Lauren and I were talking about this a few minutes ago. I want to touch on when you see an upline working super hard. Lauren and I are very active. We work this business very like a lot, very similar. We don't like to rest as much, and that's something that we're trying to learn. But like Lauren said at the very beginning, it's very important to model your upline, but make it your own. Take ideas from them, find the duplication, but make it your own. If you can't work...
That is so contradictory, because if you're duplicating what someone's doing, you're duplicating them, you're copying them. Whatever you do in it, your own touch to it, but it's still duplication. And how different can you do, like if you're cold messaging, you're just tweaking their original cold message to be a little bit different. It's still duplicating it. This advice is trash, in my opinion.
20 hours a week on this, that's okay. But as long as you are working, as long as you are putting in the work, then your business is going to work for you, and then you'll grow.
Don't let it overwhelm you. That's the main thing. It's like if you're...
Wait, so are you working for the business or is the business working for you? Because you just said both things at the same time. I feel like it cannot be both things at the same time.
You're a star, senior star, and you're like, you all just said a lot of things that I don't understand. Like, take a small bit of that and go with that. Don't feel like you have to do everything. You know, doing project broadcasts, I would not recommend doing that until you have at least like 50 customers. But just being consistent is honestly what you should be focusing on. So if you're sitting here watching this and you're star, senior star, Like, don't feel like you can't do the things that a silver and gold leader does, because honestly, that's what it took us working to get to the point that we are. But don't let it overwhelm you. Do what you can when you can. So if you can't work 20 hours a week, just make your task list and say, I'm going to do this many things this week, and just do that. And
it's
focus
the quality
on it.
of the work
It
that
is.
you're doing.
Yes.
And then if you ever have any questions on what you should be doing, ask your upline, ask a crossline. And I can say that this is for any single rank. Be in the community. The minute that you step away from the community, you're going to feel kind of just, you're going to be withdrawn and you're going to feel distant and not part of the community, and you probably won't want to work as much. This is
very important to them to keep you tangled up in the community, in the echo chamber, in my opinion, because that guarantees that you're going to stay for longer, because you feel like you're a part of the community. They're hyping you up. You can do this. It's going to happen for you. Just have to keep working. Most of the people that join are either financially vulnerable or they are looking for a community or something like that. So they know their ways in making sure these people in their downline stay for as long as possible, because it benefits them at the end of the day.
It's a very hard business to do as far as mental capacity goes, because you have to be disciplined as far as working from home. So
I think that's it.
Thank you guys.
Yay.
Right.
If y'all have any questions, you can post them in the comments, tag us or whatever. But
All right. Bye, friends.
Bye.
I mean, I have not heard anything different in here. I have not heard anything valuable in here at all. I could not even summarize what the hell they just said, honestly. All right, let's just move on to the next one.
To close this portion of the call and move into our second call of the evening, and share a little bit with you about loving your work and what we do here in terms of sharing these products. So you're welcome to hop off, or you're welcome to grab somebody else and stay on and hear more about that. I have been sharing, just like I did with you tonight, for over 10 years, sharing these products. It was a very accidental thing for me because I was very anti-MLM. Very, very, very anti-MLM. Like, I'm telling you, I was that person.
Were you really? Oh, I love when they say that. I did not know that this lady was indeed an anti-MLM, and from an anti-MLM-er, she made it all the way to the top of Young Living. I'm just gonna say what I always say when they say, what the hell? When they claim that they were anti-MLM before. I feel like they're using that as a buzzword, because obviously the anti-MLM movement is getting louder, it's getting bigger day by day, and it is posing a threat to them and their business, right? Like I said, I always say this, but if you were really anti-MLM for all the right reasons, you would never ever end up joining an MLM. You would not change your mind about MLMs, because the statistics, the data, everything is out there available to the public that proves that most of the people never make any profit in MLMs. Up to 99% of people across all multi-level marketing companies, people are working for free. It's a scam, in my opinion. So if you were actually really anti-MLM for all those right reasons, you would never end up joining.
It was because I had been burned and had lost a bunch of money on something. And I had no idea that I actually did not really understand anything about this model or how it works or anything about it. I knew one experience with a problematic situation and company, and I had no idea the beauty of what I was missing. And so I'm so grateful that I got a second chance to see what it was like. Network marketing is really...
You mean, in my opinion, that you're grateful because you got lucky and you got to the top? Did you know that you only had like 1% or less chances of getting to the top? Did you know that?
Opportunity to share a valuable, tangible product with an intangible opportunity for growth and for growing as a person. We all tell people that this is the business where you get paid to learn, you get paid to get better, You get paid to grow as a human. And it's pretty wild how that works. Most places you kind of have to get all your training before you start the job. But with this type of opportunity,
except most of the people never get any profit. They never get paid for anything. Most of the people. Listen to what you're saying. It literally doesn't make any sense. It's not true.
you can get all of your training on the job, which is an interesting process at times. But the me 10 years ago, before I started that, would not recognize the me today. And I'm so grateful for that, because my kids have a better mom. My friends have a better friend. My parents have a better daughter. My husband has a better wife, because of the things that I have learned over the course of learning about myself in this business. Network marketing is special because it doesn't have a limited kind of spots for a CEO or someone who's in charge. Instead, there's an opportunity for any.
It does. Every multi-marketing company has one or two CEOs. There is a limited. What are you talking about? You're not a CEO yourself. Does she know what she's saying?
Anybody to grow. So if I started 10 years ago, you can grow to the same place that I am in my business, or you could grow past me in the business, or you could do anything like that. There's not a limit, and you're not limited by what people will consider you for. You're not limited by someone else's opinion of you. You are simply able to take your work and your dreams and put them into action and see what you're able to do. When I started this business, there were people that had already been successful for a decade. And then I started, and now I've been successful for a decade. And now there are people starting today that are being successful. And a true network marketing opportunity, a legacy company, that's what you will see. Not just people who are successful at the beginning of the company or a ground floor kind of a thing, but people who at all points in the business are able to begin and grow.
That's another thing that is false, because from everything that I've seen, heard, learn about multi-marketing, about the leaders on top, most of them either joined very early at the very beginnings of the company, which is one of the easiest ways that you can actually make some money in an MLM, or some of them had a big following when they joined, and then they ended up recruiting their followers from social media into their multi-marketing. Some of them were celebrities, like actresses or reality TV show people. They had fans, they had people that followed them, they joined, they recruited a bunch of people. So
have people that have started their business in 2023 who have been very, very successful, grown very quickly, and started to grow really successful business.
Maybe they came from doTERRA to Young Living or something. Did they have a bridge contract? Did they just cross-recruit their big team? Were they a celebrity again? Did they have a following? Who is it? Give us an example so that we can hear their story.
As well as people who started 25 years ago. So that is something that I consider really important and what I look for in a business. It's also just important to know that with network marketing, you have people who are really invested in helping you succeed. This is not an opportunity where you can just be a silo and grow on your own and step on everybody else. It doesn't work that way. And so the way for you to most successfully grow a business is to help other people, to love on other people, to make other people successful, to help other people to grow. And as you do that, then you all grow together. It's a rising tide that raises all ships. And that is something that I can get on board with. And that was the passion that I found for this opportunity as I started sharing it, was I love to help people. And I was like, I started just doing it because I wanted so badly for my friends to have these products. And then I was like,
see, again, I don't believe that she was actually an anti-mlm-er. I think she just said that because if you wanted to help people and if you knew you were an anti-mlm-er, you would not join Young Living, because you would know that you can't. You're not helping people by joining an MLM. You're helping yourself. You're not helping people. So I don't think she was an anti-mlm-er. That's BS.
Like, whoa, they're going to send me a check. And I would have told everybody all about this stuff anyway. And so that has just been a beautiful part of all of this, because now this is something that can help to provide for my family while I'm really passionate about helping people with these products. We're a company that has been proven for getting very close to 30 years, that quality and people are their focus. We're a family-owned company, so we don't answer to investors, that's kind of an ever-moving target that can cause a company to really change its values quickly, especially in the economic situation that we've been in the last few years. A lot of companies have to change their standards because they're answering and they have to make the numbers work. We have family that's running this business that chooses, no matter what, to make the quality work and to figure the rest out. And I would rather any company I am with do whatever they need to do in terms of raising prices or changing things or those kinds of things to affect so that they can keep the quality intact. And that's what I have seen this company do over and over and over again. We're also a community that really cares about your mental health, your emotional, physical well-being. So you will very often in business type groups and threads and places, you will see someone saying, we're going through a really hard thing with our family right now. I'm going through a really hard thing with my health right now. And then you will see everyone come around that person and say, how can we be there for you? Of course, you need to take a break right now. Of course, you're right where you need to be with that aging parent, with that new baby, with that in that situation. You will see.
Is it though? Because how many times do we see or hear from people who used to be in a multi-level marketing company saying that they were encouraged to work through everything? I have been sent by the same viewer actually a video from a Young Living hun whose son, a baby, just had a heart surgery or something major like that, and she was in the room in the hospital with him right after he had the surgery, and she was live streaming and showing people products, what she puts in a little package and then gives it out to nurses and then tries to recruit the nurses in the hospital. That is so heartbreaking. I watched it, but I'm not gonna react to it because I can't. It's too triggering. It's too hard to watch. I think she was taught or encouraged to do that because it's a situation where people are going to be concerned, they're going to feel bad for you, they're going to want to support you, and they're going to join your business, it's so wrong. But I think the lady's brainwashed as well, and I just don't feel comfortable sharing that video.
Instead of just a drive to meet quotas and make numbers and do all of those things. We are a team that wants to show up for your growth and for your health. And that all areas, including your financial health, but we don't want that at the expense of something else. With this opportunity, you have a chance for a really low investment to reap a high return. We are just like any other business. What you put in is going to greatly impact what you get out. But in so many businesses, you have a massively high risk at the outset. My husband and I have been in the entrepreneurial world for a long time. And not only do you put in the money, but you guys, you put in the time. You eat, sleep, breathe, drink, all the things for all the time, just hoping that it will work. With what we have here,
that's exactly what you have in Young Living and other MLMs. I think she knows. I think she's just pretending to not know. I think she's very well aware.
You do get to make choices, but you have a lot of that grunt work and that scary work and that investment work done for you, in that you have established products that are proven, that people want and need, that they will always want and need, because they are health and wellness products for every age and every type of person. And so because of that, your risk factor and that you don't have an investment going in monetarily is so low, but the possibilities are absolutely enormous. We have looked into so many different.
No, they're not. Most of the people never make any profit. You have like 99% of chances of losing money and going into debt. I mean, you'd be really lucky if you don't end up going into debt when you join an MLM. But that's just my opinion.
Diversifying of our income type of streams. And it's always hard because we start looking at things and then we start comparing it to this opportunity and we're like, well, I mean, it's fine, but it in Young Living I don't know how many times we have said that. It's like, it's okay, I guess, but it's just really hard once you've worked at this opportunity and seen what's possible here. It's really hard to even look at anything else the same way. There's really just nothing when you start this business, all you do is you buy your own products, which I would certainly be buying anyway, no matter what, because I desperately need them and use them every day for my family. And then you buy a $15 kit that just says, I want to be a brand partner and I want to build with this company. And that is the sole investment that you make. And as you grow, it's not like you have to start spending more and more and more and more and more money in order to make a check. My requirement for my check is the same as someone else's requirement for their check. It's all the same. And we can decide how we work it. We can decide what we want to put in. We can decide what we're ready for, and we can decide what's good for our season of life and shift that around as we need to. I had a new baby when I started this business, and then I have had 4 more since then. So in all of my growing of this business, I had a new baby before I was promoted to one of the higher ranks in this company. And then I had a new baby right after I was promoted to the highest rank in this company.
Lady, you have a new baby every 2 years. So there's that. I don't know. I find that fascinating. I'm having issues with deciding if I want to have 1 kid or no, let alone 10. She also uses her big family on social media. She posts a lot about her kids and whatever. And you don't really see Young Living culty join my business type of post on her Instagram. She's mostly just posting her kids, and then she is attracting other parents, other family oriented people, in my opinion, with those kind of posts, and then she befriends them. She always responds to comments, things like that. She probably DMs people or responds if they DM them, and that's how she gets a lot of new recruits.
And I have had them all along the way. I have taken them to every event. I have been on Zoom calls with people and taken them to my classes and done all of the things with them. I have been here present, but I have also been able to provide for my family in a way that has allowed us to travel. We homeschool. We traveled the whole Northeast United States while we studied American history. We've done 49 of the 50 states, 38 national parks. And that is because of this business and because of what it has provided for us. And it is obviously going to look different for different people for a million different reasons. But I just want you to hear a possibility.
Not really a million different reasons. There is one reason. One reason only. The business is set up for most people to fail. You got lucky, you're at the top, but your story is not typical. Okay, it doesn't happen for most people.
That is out there. And a lot of people will tell you, well, most people won't succeed in this business. That is correct, because most people don't succeed in most businesses. You have a lot of possibility, but it is
How do you define success in other businesses? Does she mean small businesses, or does she mean at a regular job when you join? Because you have more chances of earning money by gambling. Not that I'm saying that you should go gamble, but you know what I mean? The statistics are so bad. This doesn't even apply.
It's totally up to you. So out of all of the people who buy products, most of them don't intend to build a business at all. So you take those people out. And then most of those people who intend to build a business don't actually ever do anything about it. So you take all those people out. And then the people who do really work hard at the business see beautiful things happen.
This is so annoying because she's got a huge downline, and there's probably hundreds of people that are watching and listening to her say this shit. Most of them are not making any profit, but they are taking the business seriously and they are working hard. They're putting a lot of effort in it. They're just not making it because it's set up for them to not make it. They're just helping her get even more rich with their hard work, and it's so annoying to hear this. You're making them think Like they're not working hard enough. They're not serious enough.
At different paces, in different ways, at different times. But it is, I see people getting their orders paid for. How amazing is that to get these products paid for? I see people paying for dance classes or vacation or their mortgage or their car payment, or it becomes their main source of income. And so much of that is up to you and the capacity that you have to put in it. But what you will have, regardless of anything else, is, like I said, you will find yourself growing as a person, growing in your ability to interact with other people. And then whatever other opportunities you have in your life, what you have learned from this business will go with you into those. I could go into any other money-making opportunity and have a much higher rate of success because of everything that I have learned through the course of doing this business. And so if you dig in to learn the things that we talk about and that we teach and that we train on, you would also find yourself just excelling more and more in all of the different areas of our life. The majority of success in anything that we do is actually right here, more than it is anywhere else. And so some of us come into this business and we've already done a whole lot of work right here. We have been through really hard things. We have tried and failed. We have, been hurt. We have succeeded. We have lost. We have done all of those things. And so right here, it's prepared when we arrive. And that's very often where you see the quick successes. Everyone has a learning curve, but maybe they already did theirs. And maybe they did it over the last 10 years in somewhere other place. And then they come into this business and it feels like they're an overnight success. And one of my friends used to call it the overnight 10-year success, because it might look like overnight in this one arena, but it was years of leading up to this. Some people get here, they haven't already done those years. And so they start the process of learning. And then we're here to do that with you.
It has nothing to do with that. It just depends if they are bringing a big team with them already, if they have a big following that they're going to recruit when they get to Young Living. That's how you can get an overnight success. It literally has nothing to do with your mindset or anything.
Discovering what is going on inside here. What is happening in your thoughts? Who are you? How do you think about yourself? How do you think about your ability to help other people? How do you think about opportunities? How do you think about what I have found is that people aren't really as afraid of failure as they are afraid of success. That is one of the biggest obstacles I face in leading women in this business, is that they are afraid of success. So these are the types of things that we work through and that we talk about and that we try to learn together and love each other through and figure out what is going on. And then again, those breakthroughs are going to impact you in a lot of areas of your life. So basically, as you're making a decision about looking into this business, you just have to decide, first of all, that you want to do it or you don't. I know that sounds super simple, but the majority of people that come into an opportunity like this actually don't make that decision. Did you know that? They actually don't decide if they're going to do it or not. They just buy the brand partner kit and say, we'll see. We'll see what happens, which is actually not a decision to build the business or not. So the first thing that you have to do to make this business work is say, yes, I'm going to work this business. Just like if you had a job and they offered you the job, you would either have to accept the job or not, right? My son got a new job. They made him an offer and he had to say, yes, I will take the job. So that's number one, as simple as it is.
You can still take the job and be like, we'll see what happens. I might stay, I might not. I might work and learn something. I might just get my paycheck for as long as I can. People do that often. So that, again, nonsense, lady. Also, she's making me angry and I did not expect to get angry.
And yes, I will take this job. I will work this job. My son was given hours and told when he was supposed to be at work. We don't do that in this business. So that's your decision to make. When will you work? When will be your hours? It doesn't have to be all the time. It can be around your life, which is the beautiful part about it. But when are you going to work? When are there going to be hours that you put into the learning and the sharing of this business? Is that going to be full-time because you really want to get some results quickly? Is that going to be part-time so that you can prioritize other things in your life? What is that going to look like? And while this business has been really flexible for me over the past 10 years, it has also been non-negotiable for me. There has not been a season in a decade that I have not worked this business. Not even a short season, because I'm serious about this business. And
how many kids have you had? 5, 6 in the last 10 years? So you never took a maternity leave? Is that what you're saying? I think that's what she just said.
This business is my family's income. And so I don't treat it as something that is optional. And I don't treat it as something that I can do if there's capacity left over after the rest of my life. It is something that I do. And it is something that I show up for. It has given so much to me, and I will give back. I will give to the people that are in my business. I will give back to this company that has given me so much, including just these products that have changed my family's life. I'm serious about it. And so it has been serious back to me. And that is just something to take into consideration. Anything that you want results from needs to hear that you're serious. It needs to see that you're serious. And the results follow the actions that follow the thoughts of, I am going to do this. This is important to me. So you also want to have an ultimate drive, a passion, a why you're doing this. I got a precious message from someone. I don't know if she's on this call. Yes, she is on this call. But I got a precious message today from a lady who is always so sweet about reminding me of her vision and my vision, and just thought to myself, these are the people, the ones that are on fire to help other people, and the ones that just wake up in the morning and they see other people and they go, people have to know what I know. People have to know what I've experienced.
Funny, because I feel the same way whenever I make these videos or whenever I think about the YouTube channel, the anti-MLM movement and everything. I'm just like, I hope we can get to a point one day where everyone knows what we know. And I mean, just the statistics. It's right there on the FTC page. It's right there on the Young Living page as well. The income disclosure statement shows that most of the people don't make any profit. And she tried to pack this up by saying, yeah, most of the people don't want to work the business. Most of the people just buy, and most of the people don't try. And then you just have like a few percent that earn money, that are those that actually want to earn money, which is BS. That is not what happens, okay? It's very mean as well to claim that most of the people don't want to work or they don't put enough effort in it, when you know damn well, in my opinion, she knows that they do put up so much effort in it.
And she wakes up with that in her belly and knows that she must reach those people. That kind of a drive will take you through so much in life in a million ways. It's what keeps us moving as moms. It's what keeps us moving in anything that matters to us. And so you want to find out, what is your drive? What is pushing you? What is it that you want in life? And why is this a part of it? That's going to be important. Then you want to buy your business essentials kit. Like I said, it's $14.99, which is not any kind of a major investment, but that allows you to say, yes, I'm a brand partner. Yes, I'm ready to do this. It tells the people that are on your team with you, okay, they're ready to go. And then it allows you to start doing the work and receiving the income. And then you simply begin sharing. You can also download the Life Steps app.
What income though? Because you're not starting to receive the income straight away. What are you talking about? I love how she just said that and then she was kind of like, let's just keep going. Let's move on.
As a customer, it's free. As a brand partner, you can upgrade to Pro for $8.99 a month and access literally thousands of dollars of business tools. My husband and I created this app. We have it at the lowest possible price we can keep it at, to continue to provide the team of people that does the most epic job of keeping it full of things. The skin class that you saw me teach earlier tonight is in that app, along with all the graphics that you saw, the script, all kinds of tools. And that is just the beginning. We run challenges. We have resources. We have ways for you to learn. There is a course in that app called the Launch Your Business course that allows you to go through and learn some more about the tools there. And there's a lot more coming. There's also a new resource in the app that is called Your May Business Plan. If you haven't seen that yet, we have swapped out the brand partner newsletter for that resource. And so it literally takes you through the month, week by week, and tells you what you need to do for your business. It's like, before the month starts, do this. Week 1, do this. Week 2, do this. And it plugs you into the things that we are seeing being incredibly successful for people right now in building their businesses. Not people 10 years ago, not people 5 years ago, but people right now are seeing amazing success by following that plan and doing those things and plugging into the things that are created so that you can use as little time as possible trying to figure things out and as much time as possible doing what only you can do, which is talk to people, share your stories, use your products, be you, listen, care about people, and then help them to get the things that they need. And that really, at the end of the day, is what this business is. It's caring about people, caring about their health in all areas of their life, and wanting to be a part of them finding solutions.
Let's remember, Young Living, essential oils and shit, that does nothing for your health. Also, you're not helping those people, you're helping yourself. The more you recruit, the more you sell. It's all just helping you.
That's what we want for you. That's why we bring you this opportunity, because if this business opportunity can be a part of your solution, if it can be a part of something that you need, then we want to make that available to you. If it's not, that's great. Whatever is most helpful to you, we know what this has given to us. We know how much of a difference it has made in our lives. And we just never want someone to be able to look at us and say, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me I could have done this? I would have loved to do this. We want you to know you are officially invited to be a part of what we are doing with us, because we have places to go, people to help, things to do, and we have a lot that we have planned for the rest of this year. And we just want you to come and be a part of it with us. We're right now in the middle of a summer skin challenge, which is so much fun. So definitely you can look for that on Facebook. We are in the summer skin challenge, or you can look for information in the Life Steps app. We're working on our bodies and loving our bodies and moving our bodies and taking care of our skin for the summer. We're teaching these skin classes. We're prepping next month. We're doing an emotional exhale challenge where we're going to release all of the emotions that we have pent up over the last few years. It's going to be epic. And we're getting all ready for that. And we'll have everything ready for you to be a part of that with us. But just come and join us. Check it out. See what we're all about. Talk to the person who invited you to the class. And we would love to have you be a part of what we're doing. I'm grateful to you for giving me an hour of your time tonight to run through both of these things. I hope that this has been helpful for you and gives you some things to think about and chat about with someone else. And we'll get this recording up so you can share it with somebody who maybe wasn't able to be on tonight. Hope you have a wonderful week. I will be back next week talking to you. I believe the Candida class is next week. And then the What Your Skin is Telling You is the end of the month, if I remember correctly. So definitely same link, 8 p.m. Thursday night, same password. You can jump back on with us for those calls, and I will see you then.
Did you say the Candida class? Why do I feel like that's a whole class of being like, hey, if you have issues with this, essential oils are gonna help you? My God, this lady has way too long of a live streams. This was only 20 minutes that was sent to me because I assumed the first part. Either it wasn't interesting or maybe it was sent separately. I don't remember anymore. She always has live streams of like 50 minutes minimum, and it's just so damn long. I wish she went more into the anti-MLM thing. and how she was an anti-MLM-er and why MLMs are good. She didn't actually end up saying anything specific to that, but I mean, shocker, right? She just dodged dodged the whole point. So let me know down below what you thought about this. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. It was a little bit lengthy, I know. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support my channel, and big shout out to all my channel members. Appreciate you guys, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.